Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It was brought to my attention that during a video that I made yesterday, this one, at the end of it, which I didn't expect, I just got into some family advice. That is, what I will do when my children will bring home a suitor, a future in-law, son-in-law, daughter-in-law. And during that video, I told you, and that's true, friends of mine can say that it's accurate. I have a list. I put together a list, and when, let's say, my daughter will bring a boy, a guy, young adult, I hope, I will just invite that person in a different room and I will start questioning the person. If the person refuses to answer the questions I will ask him, then I will just give him a grade of failure. Now, we, as parents, we invest in our children. Not money necessarily, but time and intelligence. It's like we train our children and we prepare them to succeed in life based on our knowledge accumulated through direct experience, reading, advice from others, testing life in general. We have a worldview, and based on that, we think that certain kind of weapons are necessary and certain qualities. Therefore, we try to protect and prepare our loved ones, in this case our children. We are responsible for our children's success. Why? Because we are the trainers of our children. Call it however you want. But basically that's what it is. We train our children to succeed. It's like you train a military commando to succeed in whatever assignment they have. If you did not train them well, they're going to be all shot dead. If you don't train your children as best as you can, well, they might have a higher chance of failure in life. So we don't want to see that. At least we want to sleep well. Okay, so I consider this for a long time, since I was, I think, 17, 18. I considered that this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a list, which I did, and I will ask questions, and I will give, these questions I think are based on the basics, the basic necessary knowledge of a human being in order to be able to function respectfully and, how should I put it, at a normal level. Normal, that's the key word. I understand normality now is different, or try to be pushed towards a abnormality, but nevertheless we know what normality is. So I think that after, in a relationship, after lust goes down, remains respect. And in order to respect and being able to have a healthy relationship, you have to have a certain kind of understanding, and you have to be a balanced human being. Otherwise, you're going to look again for lust and lust and lust. But that always dies out. But your education should never. Self-respect and all that. You're going to still brush your teeth for the rest of your life, regardless who's your partner, But the partners might change if you have them only for lust. Well, I prepare my children not for the lust, because it's very easy to have it, but to maintain a durable relationship with the partner. So a few of my questions that I will ask this suitor. I will have my kid leave the room. I will get this person in. Let's say he is a man. First, I want to make sure that he is knowledgeable. He has information about life, basic information, and is not a wuss. Well, I would ask, for instance, are you afraid of guns? Do you carry guns? Will you carry guns? Do you go hunting? Do you go fishing? Are you a man? If you know what I mean. These are the basic questions. And then I will ask questions related to geography. Oh yeah, I will ask that person to give me some, I don't know, bring, as I mentioned in the other video, my little globe here, or an atlas, and I will ask to point me certain countries. I will take it easy, and from easy I will take it harder, because I understand that certain schools are overemphasizing certain geographical positions and not others. So I will start, let's say, with European locations, and I will go to Asia and Africa and South America. Now it depends the person, obviously. So I will be flexible into that one. Then I would go to music, and to music not with rap and rock and roll. No, I'm gonna go to classical music. As I said in the other video, name me 4 composers, or 5. 5 would be a lot. That's why I would go 4, because I want them to kind of fail, if you know what I mean. So I can say C. I would go to 4, because probably they're gonna say Mozart and Beethoven. That's probably gonna be the ones they might know. But there are many more. So I will have 4, 5, and I will ask them, okay, give me 3 or 4 classical music compositions that you know. Give me some, I don't know, opera singers. And then I will go into, let's say, sports. I would ask him what Olympics are. Where did they come from? How many years apart the Olympics are held? Things like this. I would ask him some mathematics, arithmetics. 2 plus 2, 3 multiplied by, I don't know, 7 or 8. And I will go more complicated. And from there, I want to know that that person has the basics. And I will know where his knowledge ends in all these areas. I would ask about philosophy, as I mentioned in the other video. Give me 3 philosophers' names. Give me some currents. I would ask him about biology. I would ask him about anatomy. Just ask them. I would ask him, okay, how is rain formed? Okay, and then I will ask him politics. What's going on? Tell me, how do we go and vote? What's happening after that? Why do we vote? Ask them certain kind of things that I think an adult, young adult should know. And by going deeper and deeper, I will figure out how much this person knows. And at the end, I would allow the person to ask me questions. It's just fair game to allow the person to ask me questions. Not necessary I would answer them. Why? Because I'm in charge. Okay? So it's not like we are equals. And after that, I will take the boy out, and based on the grading, I will show my child. If he's dumb, I would tell my child, here is the result. This is what you're gonna have after lust dies. Wanes away, you're gonna have this. Now with this, I'm not saying that people who don't have a basic in arithmetics or geography or philosophy or classical music or so on necessarily cannot have a healthy relationship. I'm not saying that. But my child is not, of that kind. So my child was educated to have a certain level. Now, if you have a certain level, you have a certain expectations, and you behave in a certain way, and you taste life in a certain way. You might taste, I don't know, arts. You might taste, I don't know, paintings, arts, certain kind of music. Well, if you like classical music and your partner loves rap, you have to have as many things in common as possible, not only for about 2-3 years. So this is what I'm going to do, and this is not a joke. I will let you know how things end up when that will happen. And as I said, I will just tell my child, this is what you're going to get. I want to know what you're going to get. Obviously, you're an adult, you do whatever you want, but I will not have no say in, hey, you can't come here again or something like this. But I would also make the other person know that this is what I expect, and this is what you are. So don't come here with a little bit of any attitude, okay? Because you're dumb. So let's start with that one. So anyway, this is just to make a little clarification on the suitors of my children. Anyway, I would also be interested in if they did any sports, how good they were in sports. because that matters. You have to be very well-rounded, balanced. Why? Because my children are like that, and I don't want my children to be on the hands of a thug just for lust. And lust lasts 2 to 3 years. Okay, it depends how often you see the partner. All right, well, I thought I should just clarify this a little bit deeper. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.